Hello and welcome to How to Fix It. My very first review under the BlackScarabFilmZ brand was a crappy review made with a crappy camera of my favorite sci-fi series ever, Quantum Leap. And I don't feel like that old video did it justice. But now I want to put right what once went horribly wrong, right around the time that video went up 3 years ago in 2012. So, let's leap into Quantum Leap. I could explain it for you, but I feel that the opening monologue does it way better than I ever could. Take it away.
Theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into the Quantum Leap accelerator and vanished. He awoke to find himself trapped in the past, facing mirror images that were not his own, and driven by an unknown force to change history for the better. His only guide on this journey is Al, an observer from his own time, who appears in the form of a hologram that only Sam can see and hear. And so Dr. Beckett finds himself leaping from life to life, striving to put right what once went wrong, and hoping each time that his next leap will be the leap home.
And that's the gist of it, but I'll elaborate. The show's basic premise is that Sam Beckett, a super genius, athlete, and all-around great guy with the purest soul ever, played by Scott Bakula, is leaping around in time and space due to him entering the time machine before it was finished. So he goes through time and rights wrongs like helping families reconnect, or stopping people from getting killed or even kidnapped. But he doesn't do it alone. His link to the future is Admiral Al Calavici, Sam's best friend who is a womanizer, but still a pretty good guy morally. He uses their supercomputer Ziggy, which Sam and Al built together, to find information on the events that Sam has to change and give him all the information he needs to change it. Al is necessary because Sam suffers from what the show called Swiss cheese memory, where the leaping causes Sam's memory to have gaps, meaning he doesn't remember various things that he should know, like sometimes his own name or the names of his friends and family. The show ran for 5 seasons and had Sam brushing with history, like teaching Michael Jackson how to moonwalk, or giving a young Buddy Holly the lyrics to Peggy Sue, and even at one point met Stephen King, giving him the ideas for Christine, Carrie, and Cujo. He also leaped into Lee Harvey Oswald at one point at various points in his life, including when he was about to assassinate John F. Kennedy. And that's pretty much the show. This show rocks. It's amazing. The premise, the characters, the writing, it all works. So I'll just give you a list of my favorite episodes here. A very abridged list, I should say. My favorites include Genesis, which was the pilot, The Color of Truth, where Sam leaps into a black chauffeur of an elderly white woman in a pre-civil rights southern town. Honeymoon Express, where Sam leaps into a man on his honeymoon and Al needs him to make a significant historical change in order to secure funding for the project. Jimmy, where Sam leaps into a mentally challenged man and must help him keep a job, and we learn that Al had a sister who was mentally challenged. Another Mother, where Sam leaps into a divorced single mother and must save one of their kids from being kidnapped. MIA, where Sam is a cop and has to save another cop, but Al uses him to try and save his first marriage. The Leap Home, where Sam leaps into himself as a kid and tries to save his family from their future, which isn't good, and eventually ends up going to Vietnam to save his brother, and ends up changing it for the better. The Leap Back, where Sam and Al swap places for a leap, and many more. But if I list them all here, we'll be here all day. Well, Season 5 wasn't that good. From what I've read, they were really trying to get good ratings, so they did some big pop culture leaps. Previously, the show had what's called Kisses with History, where Sam would inadvertently affect history, like those I mentioned before, with Stephen King, Buddy Holly, and Michael Jackson. But that last season, oh boy. We had Sam living in the Lee Harvey Oswald, which was a really good episode, and then we had other episodes, like him leaping into Elvis and the famous sex doctor, Dr. Ruth. I can talk more about the 5th season, and even made a list a couple years back where I detailed what was wrong with it. I did mention the theme song, which was changed to a rock version, which I used to hate, but it kinda grew on me. Also, Sam leaps into a vampire. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. And the finale sucked. Now, I know a lot of people like the finale, and I really like it too. Most of it. The ending is what ruins it for me. Spoilers if you want to actually watch the show, which I recommend. Go watch it, and for those that want to be spoiled, here's the final screen of the show. Obviously that kinda sucks, but aside from the misspelling of his name, like the monologue said,
and hoping each time that his next leap will be the leap home.
Why wouldn't the last one be the leap home? Now, yes, that does leave it open to sequels or reviving the series, but as of yet, that hasn't happened, and the show ended more than 20 years ago, and I want a happy ending, damn it. Al got one, so why can't Sam? And that also goes to another failure of the finale, in which it undoes Al's character. More spoilers ahead. Al's key historical focal point was that his first wife, Beth, left him and married another man when he was a POW in Vietnam. After that, he has a string of ex-wives because Beth was the only woman he ever really loved. And in the finale, Sam goes back and tells Beth that Al is alive and that he'll return, giving Al a new personal history where he's been married to Beth for the past 39 years and he has 4 daughters with her. Sam and Al always meddled in their own timelines. Sam leaped into himself and fixed an event from his childhood and saved his brother from dying in Vietnam. Sam also leapt into Al and stopped a woman from dying in a car accident caused by one of Al's friends' actions. And the happy ending for Al was good, but they never go into how that alters the timeline. Of course, saving Sam's brother Tom had a catastrophic effect, leading to Al being a POW for longer than he originally was, or how Sam altering the life of his former fiancée led to their marriage in the revised timeline. But they never really go into if they remember any changes in the timeline. Sam's memory is Swiss cheese, so he's excused from not remembering because sometimes he doesn't know his own name, but no one ever really reacts to it, so it's boggling to me. Sometimes Al does realize the switch, like when he watched a senator disappear and be replaced with another one thanks to Sam's actions in Honeymoon Express, and was confused by it.
This committee has decided that your $2.4 billion funding request for Project Quantum Leap
shall be approved for 1 more year. I know you haven't proven that Dr. Beckett has traveled back in time, or that if having done so, he can make an impact of global importance. But it is the opinion of this committee that such heroic undertakings advance the human cause, and whether or not they succeed is not so important as the fact that we try.
And then we have the leap home where Al tells Sam that he was always free in his mind, showing that he remembered being trapped as a POW in Vietnam for longer than he originally was, despite Sam having just changed it a few hours before.
What the hell? I get repatriated in 5 years.
You could have been free.
I was free. Up here, I was always free.
This one is pretty simple. Lessen the big pop culture leaps in Season 5 and stick to the regular old leaps that sustain the show for the first 4 seasons. And you also have the issues that some episodes just weren't all that great. I've skipped a few and wished I never saw others. Narratively, the show was great, and aside from a few continuity flubs, like Sam's birth date and if it's possible for Sam to leap before he was born, I just chalk that up to the show not having set continuity yet, like how Star Trek and Doctor Who have their rules that weren't present when the show debuted. Otherwise, it's a great show and doesn't need as much fixing as some other shows that have been on here. Besides for what I said, and changing the spelling on that end card in the finale at least, the show's pretty good. And that was Quantum Leap. Anyway, oh boy, where am I? Iota says this is a few months ago or so, around the time you did the Quantum Leap review on how to fix it. So why am I here? I don't remember anything I did particularly wrong during this. Well, you didn't mention the fan film. You did not mention the fan film. Oh, that. Oh, I got that. Sorry. Anyway, besides for the fact that most of the episodes are on Netflix, save for most of the important ones and the finale, Mirror Image, Netflix gutted that poor show. A fan film was made in 2009 called Quantum Leap, A Leap to Die For, featuring Sam trying to stop the death of Princess Diana. It's on YouTube and it's pretty good, so you should go watch it. Did I do it? Yep. What was that? Anyway, that's all the time we have for today. If you'd like to see more of how to fix it, you can hit the subscribe button down there. And if you'd like, you can also leave a comment in the box below. And if you like this video, show it to your friends and share it around. See you next time.